kicked the tripod. So I have my glasses on, my hair, I did comb it today. I did comb my hair today. So no makeup, glasses. I'm pretty sure I have this outfit on in the last video I took because I put it on in the evening and it was still clean and it's pretty and it's new, and so I wanted to wear it. Well, it's pretty in the sense of it's jeans and a t-shirt. But so I'm recording a video, and obviously, and most of y'all know that I get super nervous in front of the camera, and I'm sorry if I'm not talking loud and my son's sleeping. Lincoln, he's 15 months old, and he's adorable. So I have some things written down, and I'm going to kind of read them because that's just what I do. I love to write. But I live my life by a lot of rules. I am an honest, loyal, trustworthy, patient, kind, forgiving, and nice individual. I conduct my business as an educated, knowledgeable, and helpful individual. I am authentic, but up until recently, I would not use the word unfiltered to describe myself. And late the other night, Edward and I were up, and we kind of had a disagreement, but not really. It was just like me voicing my opinion, and then I stopped talking because I felt silly. And so then he couldn't sleep because there was that, I don't know if it's animosity, but there was that thing between us. So he got up, well, then I got up, and we sat down at the table, and he was working on a website, and I was just feeling not as happy as I normally feel. And so I got out my notebook, and I wrote a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2, so like 10 pages of stuff. And I ended up writing my manifesto. So that's kind of where I left off in the pretty handwriting. This is the yucky handwriting. The pretty handwriting was, oh, there's a bug in here. The pretty handwriting was part yesterday and part today. But yeah, so my whole life I've used these notebooks. I have one here and one here, which this one's awesome. It says do what you love. And then I have 2 back there, and then that's my journal. And then I have the like kid one with Lincoln's drawings on it here, because that one I just needed. And then these are like my journals from childhood and recently. I'm pretty sure I have more. These are just the ones that were in my office before I started recording. I put them together. But I've used these journals to be unscripted. And anyways, I'm kind of getting off track, which I will do a couple times. But so I said today I'm declaring my manifesto, and I'm skipping around, I'm so sorry, but everyone is flawed. Many people are selfish. It's okay to be selfish in some aspects of your life, like maybe with some of your time, but in business, if you're putting your wants before your clients' wants and needs, then that's kind of like bad and a gray line, and I don't know, it seems like a black hole to me, but yeah. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jordan Marie Schilleci, and I am aware of many hats. I fight crime by night and by day. Just kidding. I am a mother, a writer, a dreamer, founder, photographer, a wife. Did I say that? Wife, mom, yeah, those are my favorites. And I pay the bills with my career in real estate as a realtor, so residential real estate. And I live in Klein, and I focus on, so that's in Spring, if you don't know where that is, in Houston, and I focus also on the Woodlands, Tomball, Cypress. Those are the cities right around me, but I'm all over town. My actual office, I'm in Klein right now in my home office, but my actual office is like Briar Park. So, but anyways, I'm all over town. I try to stay around 99 and on the west part, but anyways, and so if you asked me the age-old question of what do you want to do, along the lines of what do you want to be when you grow up, I would tell you that I don't have the clearest answer, but to simply put it, I just want to help people. And I've talked about this recently in like the last month in front of people, and I get really emotional about it, so I probably won't really dive in to it. But if you come, anyways, I don't want to talk about time stuff, but yeah, I want to help people, and I've been given the career of real estate to do this, and that's my avenue, and it just kind of fell into my lap. So yeah, while I love it, it's not deep. It's not, anyways, I do love it. I do. But I like to go deeper. I like to go beyond that. And so with my clients, if they need a restaurant recommendation, preschool, grocery store, dentist, I am the girl. Like, even a shoulder to cry on. That's me. That's who I want to be for my clients. I want to serve our community in any way possible. Any talent that God's given me, that's how I want to serve people. And yeah, I just love to help people. I like to motivate people. I like to be there for people. And yeah, I like to support people. Yeah, philanthropy and being in our community, as most of you know, is really important to me. And so yeah, I even wrote in here that I am off track because I knew I would be. But my point wasn't to be scripted. I know I wrote like a lot of stuff down, but I didn't want to forget anything. But yeah, I want to be unfiltered. I have never, I already said this, but I've never really been unfiltered, at least not on the record, and I'm ready to be on the record. So yeah, I've been writing in these journals all my life, and last night I wrote down my views. Excuse me. I'm sick. I'm always sick. It's not really sick, but it's allergies. Anyways, so I'm kind of like gonna dog on people in my profession, which is like kind of faux pas. But yeah, most, or not most because that's probably too much, but many real estate agents are selfish, and they don't show all of their clients all of their offers. They take shitty pictures because it saves them money. It keeps money in their pocket. They leave their sign in someone's yard. Like, there's a house in my neighborhood that got taken off the market a month ago. It's not on HAR, it's not in the MLS, and I could be wrong, but it was withdrawn a month ago and the sign's still in the yard. So little crazy things like that. Not changing the status online. I hear stories about this left and right, just so they keep on receiving leads. Leads are what fuel most people's business. What I want to fuel my business is referrals and people just knowing my name because I'm in the community and I support the community, and therefore the community wants to support me. But yeah, they'll hold open houses without a home being listed on the market because they know it sells faster, or it will sell fast, so they collect leads with it off the market so they can, I don't know, we talk about funnels and like all these crazy pieces of jargon, and that's not me. I'm not jargon, I'm not cold calling, I don't know, I'm just not the things that most people are. I was consulted the other day and he was like, you have to call people 10 times, and I'm like, but I don't want to bother people. And he's like, well, they requested your information. They sent you information. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but 10 times? Like, there's a list of things to do, and one of them said to find you on Facebook. And I was like, I don't know about that. That kind of seems like invading someone's privacy. But anyways, a lot of real estate agents inflate prices so they can get a listing, and which, like, that never works because the market is the market, and the house is going to sell what it's supposed to sell for, and so inflating prices is ridiculous, but it gets them the listing, and then they can lower it and blame it on the seller. Like, this is the price you wanted, like, this is your fault, and I don't want to blame anyone for anything. I'm super passive. But so yeah, another thing they can do is try to get more commission through inflating that price. But yeah, anyways, I hate when people say and I'm doing it a lot today because I'm nervous. So a lot of real estate agents make recommendations to keep money in their pocket, which I don't do those things, I promise. So I have a true story. I'm like insanely obsessed with my husband, like infatuated. I want to be everything for him. I want to be perfect. And so I asked him in the beginning of dating, you know, what, not the beginning, but anyways, when we had known each other pretty well, I said, what do you not like about me? And he didn't have an answer, so good job, good on his end. But he did say he wished I would be more selfish, or I would be selfish, and I'm mostly like around our kids, but it's like a personality trait I have. I like to put other people first, and I make sacrifices. Like, I'm bad about making sacrifices. It's probably, anyways, one of my flaws. But my point is, I know how to put other people before myself, and that is in my business. And I wouldn't say maybe I'm a people pleaser, but I like to please people. So in exchange for like being everything for my clients, I ask them to respect me. I want them to respect my time. I try my hardest to be on time and not cancel appointments, and so I expect the same thing in return. I ask people to plan ahead, and I bend over backwards for people, but I don't want to break my back. I don't want to be in a wheelchair, so so my views, I think a lot of real estate agents have a skewed moral compass. Their view on ethics and morals in general is just like something you don't even want to repeat because it's a little scary. But yeah, I wake up every morning and I make a choice, and I mean, it's not even really making a choice. It's all comes natural for me. It's just, I'm happy with who I am. I'm lucky, I guess. I'm blessed because all this comes natural for me, and I don't have to be fake. I get to be authentic, and I get to serve people and just do the right thing. So I had a client that I could have gotten both sides of the deal. She was my seller, and I could have also gotten the buyer, but the buyer was being ridiculous and demanding my money and her money and threatening to leave the deal. And I just, like, you lay everything out on the table when you're on both sides, and you can't really give advice when you're on both sides of a deal, but you can lay everything out on the table. And she walked away, which was the right thing to do, and we still ended up getting above asking price offers. So in the end, everything was fine. But yeah, I guess it's not just realtors. Sometimes other people are yucky, but some more views. Like, real estate agents have these big egos that need to be fed, and all I want to do, I feel like that's pretty clear. I just want to meet and surpass people's goals and their needs and their wants. I have to sleep at night. I want to be a good person, and so I treat others the way they want to be treated. Golden Rule 2.0, it's really important to me. So yeah, everyone deserves to be treated fairly, to have their interests put first, to have a professional do a professional job for them. So my intentions, so those were my views, and these are my intentions. I want to provide information. I want to be informative. I want to be the go-to person to fix a problem, and I want to give back to my community through philanthropy and education. I want to help my neighbors buy and sell their house or a house. I want to be myself. I want to be authentic. I want to just be comfortable. I want to wear a t-shirt every once in a while and a pair of jeans, and I have flip-flops on, but I love to be barefoot. But my motives or my reasons for doing what I do and waking up every day and being positive and happy, I want to make good money. I don't know very many people that don't. I want to be comfortable. I want to make sure that my kids' needs are met, and my husband, and he has a job where he works all the time, and I would love for him to be home with me more. I love my flexible schedule. It's lightning out, thundering, crazy weather right now, but I like my flexible schedule. I love picking my kids up from school. I love being there for them. I love that time with them. It's super special. I love walking them to and from school. I run late every once in a while in the morning, which it's a good thing we live so close, so we'll drive, but I do like to walk home with them. I want to make an impact on the community through education and philanthropy, and I want to be respected. And I feel like I can do all this. I feel like I can provide for the community, and I can meet people's needs. And so yeah, so I did not write a closing because I didn't want to be too scripted. I want to be myself, and that's my manifesto, and I hope it resonated well with you. And feel free to reach out to me if you need anything, or if you want to team up with me on any philanthropy type things. And my cell phone number is 832-493-6685. And join Marie Schilleci, Realtor with United Real Estate, and I hope to talk to y'all soon. I like texts and phone calls and all that stuff. I am a millennial, but I'm not your typical millennial. My slogan is I bring a fresh approach to real estate with old-fashioned customer service. I feel like I connect with people of all ages, stripes, and whatnot. And yeah, I'm very blessed to have come from my dad and my grandpa, who are both Schillecis in the community. And yeah, that's my manifesto, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.